Messiah, the new album by Sepultura. Well, not that new, but
1
the
year old.
the latest album. And this is the first one you did with Jens producing, was
Yes,
it?
in Sweden.
Yeah, and how was that? How did you, like, he's done loads of bands, like Creator,
Yeah,
Arch Enemy. Did you hear some other album and
definitely.
want to hit one?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, we wanted to look for somebody new to work with. We worked with so many different producers before. We did a few albums with Steve Evans, Scott Burns in the early days, and then Ross after Roots. We worked with him at Mediator after so long,
Roy Z as well.
and Roy Z as well, and Kairos, and Derek, I think, was the one who suggested, Jens, because we, in general, we love the Swedish scene, the music, and like you mentioned, Creator and Moonspell, and Opeth, and Angra, friends from Brazil. We talked to a lot of people, to our friends in those bands, and they all gave amazing credentials, So we met Jens while we were on tour for Mediator in Sweden. We had this first meeting with him, and right away, the chemistry happened. He was really excited. Of course, he knew the history of Sepultura, and we explained a little bit what we wanted to achieve for the album, and it was great. Everything that we tried, everything that he suggested, really worked. And we're very happy with the result. He mixed everything, everything was done in Sweden at his home studio, and it was perfect. Since KZD also, we didn't record an album in Europe, coming out of Brazil or the States. And also it helps, to have a different atmosphere, and it was very inspiring, it was great.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. You have the making of video, and
definitely.
you're just joking around most of the time. And
yeah, I mean, one of the positive things as well, among other things in Jens, that he has a great sense of humor, Or he's very, keen to details. We started working very early, and which was very difficult for me in the beginning.
Yeah.
But in the end, we adapt ourselves, and it really worked out great, And we had to prepare ourselves physically, mentally, but we enjoyed it as well. It was a very difficult recording and everything, but we had room really to make things a little not so heavy, the pressure and all that stuff.
Do you think you'll make another album with him?
Oh yeah, that's a great possibility for sure. It's something that we enjoyed a lot. We of course we're already thinking about the future, and we always writing, thinking about new concepts and everything. And it'd be great because Machine Messiah feels like a new phase for Sepultura, a new beginning. After celebrating 30 years, we worked on the video, on the documentary, Sepultura documentary. Messing with all our old photos and stuff, bringing memories and talking about the past and everything. And the 30-year anniversary tour, so we felt that we were closing this huge, chapter or volume of many chapters of our career,
And then starting the next one with this?
Pretty much, it feels like, it's the second album with Eloy as well. We were much more connected, much more, we know each other better, so which was easier to work on this one and really develop more and more ideas,
Yeah. And this is the 20th anniversary of Against this year. Do you have any plans to...
Can you believe it?
Not at all.
Yeah,
I remember seeing you in New Zealand when you came down there for that. And that's an incredible record.
No, it's very happy, to celebrate 20 years of Against. For me, it's the most important album of our career, because it kept the band together.
Yeah, it's the biggest
most difficult time of all. We lost the singer, we lost the manager, we lost the trust from the label, we lost the producers from the album, we lost basically everything. But me, Paul, and Igor, we kept together, and Derek came to complete the team, and Against was crucial, for us to keep going as a band, as musicians, and as Sepultura. So. It feels good, to celebrate 20 years, and we are doing a special part of the show, only playing songs from Against.
Cool.
To celebrate that,
And you're doing that tonight as well? You're doing it
yes,
all
definitely, yeah.
Excellent. That's good. I've got a lot of New Zealand viewers because
Yes.
I'm from New Zealand. You're going there
I like your
in
shirt.
May? Yes. You have a lot of these as well.
Yes.
Actually, yeah. And you're going there in May,
Yeah.
doing three dates with Death Angel.
First time that we're doing so many shows in New Zealand.
Yeah,
actually,
usually it's
you know.
one show.
Yeah. And with that Angel, we're doing 5 shows in Australia as well, and then 1 in Tokyo.
Cool.
Very excited, you know. It's great timing to go back. It's a year now that the album came out, you know, so people really knows what's going on with the new music and everything. And Australia and New Zealand is always great fun, you know. The last time I had this tattoo in New Zealand.
Excellent. Was that 2014, yeah?
Yes, 2014, and who knows.
Where did you
What
get
room?
that done?
The guy's gonna kill me, but it was in Auckland,
Yeah.
but near a volcano,
Rangitoto.
kind of a
Mount Eden.
village, yeah. And the guy was local, you know, making the prayers and all that stuff. It was really nice, man.
Cool.
It was insane. It was fantastic, and hopefully you have the chance to go back, you know.
Yeah, and so you've only been to Auckland before, have you? Or have you been anywhere else in New Zealand?
Yes, since I think '92 was the first time we went to New Zealand.
Yeah, your eyes tour.
And we had, you know, a few days off,
But
but
this
now
time-
we're going to different cities, so we're going to have the chance to know a little more.
Yeah, see Wellington and Christchurch as well.
Yes.
The crowd in Christchurch will probably be insane. They fucking rule. Christchurch rules. That's where they had all the earthquakes years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But they've always been mad. They go fucking mental for the gigs. They're awesome. And more about New Zealand, sorry.
No worries.
The Prime Minister of New Zealand, we got a new one last year. She's like 37 years old, and before she got voted, she was doing interviews around, and she did an interview with rock radio, and she said that when she was growing up, she listened to Sepultura and Pantera,
All right.
and she won. So our Prime Minister
That's
is a
great, you
Sepultura
know.
fan.
It's great to hear that. I think Indonesia is the same. You know,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
president is a big metalhead.
Yeah.
And it's great. I mean, it's a band that's more than 30 years old, you know, so the different generations, you know, that started listening to Sepultura, and now
Exactly. Now they're
they
leading
are
countries.
normal, important people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's great that, you know, they talk about that with pride, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff, which it's a good part of their youth, and it's important, you know, it's great. I mean, music is important in every aspect. I remember back in '92 as well, when the war in Bosnia,
Yeah.
Sarajevo, a lot of people wearing Sepultura shirts, and you know, it is something that really marks and help, you know, people, especially when they're young, you know. So it's great to hear that.
Yeah,
It's
those
fantastic.
people leading countries and making Sepultura. It's cool. And you still following the All Blacks?
Well, as much as I can, you know, as you know, rugby in Brazil is not very popular,
Yeah.
but it's growing.
Yeah.
Actually, the national team is starting to make, you know, friendly games, and starting
Yeah,
to
they
get in
just
tournaments in South
Played
America.
with Chile and Argentina recently.
Well, Argentina is,
Yeah.
you know, it's the first level of rugby, and
Yeah, but playing
we
Chile.
still have to learn a lot from them. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to say that, but at least on rugby they're better.
Yeah. Probably. Probably wrong.
But yeah, I want to learn more, and it's good to see that rugby is growing slowly, but it's
It
growing
is,
in Brazil.
yeah, everywhere. It's growing in America as well, and
That's
slowly
true,
in
yeah.
Europe. And Europe it is as well, but it's cool. And a couple of months ago, Slayer released that they're ending and retiring. Did they have a big influence on you at all, or what do you think about the?
Yeah, without Slayer, we'll no Sepultura.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. And it's great, you know. It's a band that always been big influence on Sepultura music, and it was great to see a band going away like that, you know, not broken up or with fights and all that. You know, it's
Yeah,
great to
true.
see that they are enjoying their last run the way it's supposed to
On
be,
top.
you know, on the top, and probably living the best moment, you know, in history, and you know, with the Big Four and everything, you know,
Yeah.
there's many reasons to celebrate, you know.
Yeah, true.
So it's great to see them doing the way they wanna do it, you
Yeah,
know,
that's cool.
control.
that's a nice positive way to think about it, because I'm just gutted.
Yeah, I always admire Cream, for instance. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
Eric
yeah.
Clapton, you know, they have like a
3
meteoric
years.
3 years,
Yeah.
you know, fantastic, and say, no, we're gonna stop and we're gonna do the farewell tour, and I thought that was so, you know, elegant, you
Yeah.
know, so great, you know, to live with the heads up, you know.
Yeah, that's true. For the future of Sepultura, do you have any plans, or it's just this tour for now?
Well, the 2018 has been, it's already booked,
Yeah.
basically, because we have this tour to the end of the month, and then we go back to Brazil, doing some stuff over there, and then go back to New Zealand, Australia, and Japan. We have the festivals, the summer festivals in Europe in August, in October, November, States and Canada. We're working, you know, to go back there, and and we have the plans to release, you know, the Sepultura movie, the Sepultura Endurance, together in a package with the Rock in Rio concert we did last year,
Excellent.
which was a very complete concert around Machine Messiah, where we presented a special new stage. We invited violins, musicians and stuff. It was really, really cool, you know, it was really interesting. And the plan is to put all that together in a CD, DVD, Blu-ray package, you know, to be released in October or November. That's the plan. But now I think we actually also start, we're talking, you know, trying to get to Netflix and all the platform like that, you know, before, you know, put it out. But let's see what happens, you know. We have really good possibilities for that, and it is a great documentary. We're very happy with it, you know, besides all the difficult aspect of doing a documentary like that, you know, but it came out great.
And will that be on at some film festivals and stuff like that, or just?
It did like in Amsterdam, in Barcelona, in Mar del Plata, in Argentina, I think in Mexico, some, you know, but I think we really ending up all our possibilities for that, you know, so that's why I think it's the time now to, you know, to put in a different format.
Cool, man. We're looking forward to that.
Yes.
And congratulations on the album. It sounds fucking excellent.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, good luck for the rest of the tour.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Yes.
Cheers.